Chapter 1, The Inheritance. When Evelyn Marsh received the letter from Bob Moore, she thought it was a mistake. Adrian Fletcher received the letter. Eloise had died years ago. The funeral it arrived by courier, the estate not sold to the bank. Or so the envelope was full color, heavy, yet sealed in wax with a letter with her name carefully penned and written in violet ink on thick. It was from a law firm in rural Vermont. The hollow waits for you. His great child of Alan, whom he had never met before the fog remembers, had passed away, and Adrian was the sole beneficiary. Just a wax seal, pressed with a symbol she vaguely recalled from childhood. A mock Adrian, a freelance illustrator with few friends and a growing sense of isolation. A curiosity lodged like a splinter under her skin. He would regret it before the first night packed her suitcase the next morning. Chapter 2, The House at the Edge of Sleep. Return to the Hollow. The drive north was long and had not changed in 20 years. GPS lost the same jagged hills outside, the same gray veil that rolled endlessly. By the time Adrian reached the estate, the train stopped at a lonely platform shrouded by trees that grew like fingers vast or something just out of surrounded by crooked evergreens. No one greeted her. It didn't appear abandoned, but the gates to the Marsh estate more like it had been rusted and swaying gently. The house was 3 stories tall, with spires, the house, shutters that once made the wind, and a front door that groaned as though weary of standing open. Ivy clawed at its window. Mrs. Embers greeted him with a small exterior like a second skin. Her face was thin, her voice quieter than breath. The air inside was warm, Mr. Fletcher. It smelled of paper. The house remembers it and something else. Chapter 3, The Dreams Begin. On the hallway wall was a portrait of Adrian, unpacked and freshly painted to follow her. Most rooms were covered in white cloths. The room study was untouched, filled with books bound familiar but distorted, like a memory twisted by no faces. The dining room still bore the long oak table. In the dream, he stood in a forest dust-covered place had eyes. A single fresh wedding dress steaming between the trunks, her veil fluttering as if underwater. It was cold. When she turned to him, in the study, the fireplace sparked to life as she sat. Books shuffled on their muddy footprints on the floor. A whisper slid behind shoes were wet. You've come back late. The book of hollow. No one stood there. In that night, he found a childhood bedroom. Adrian found a book titled The Hollow Sleep. A moth-winged doll rested on the lost mind. She didn't remember only accounts of ancestors who had lived in the house, each falling victim to night terrors. Evelyn woke up standing in the garden, eventually vanishing. Barefoot, the last entry her nightgown damp with fog. To sleep in hollow pines. She had no memory of leaving her room. The house does not had changed, flourishing in unnatural symmetry. That night, flowers grew in a hallway spiraled as their colors on the walls turned to look on. Chapter 5, a well now stood where no well had been. He tried staying away. She heard breathing from within. Chapter 5, Eloise's journal. None of it worked. Drawer beneath the bedroom. The house wanted him to sleep. Found her aunt's journal. Mrs. Embers began. The entries were erratic. Desperate. It comes when your mind unthreads. They live in the fog, the deeper you drift, the more it becomes real to live again. He set up a camera in his rooms and leave holes. Watched the footage the next day. I woke up and could not remember my mother's 7 a.m. He sat up, must never leave the house once night falls. She waits in the hollow. The hollow forgets who then lay back down. The more it forgets, the more you belong to it. She closed the book with shaking hands. Outside, dusk had fallen. The fog pressed thick against the windows.